Greetings, huntsmen and hunters. Welcome back to RWBY-JPDE. Alright guys, before we start the final part of Emerald's route, I thought I'd let you know guys that there'll be a link down screen down below for a link to my community tab so you can select the next route to play after this. So that's it guys, let's begin. Okay, let's see. Outstanding job, Emerald. Am I saying this or is it Cinder? Probably Cinder, because she's the one who gave her the job. Roman's contact says they're looking into this as a result of a turf war. They're looking for an experienced hit squad. I must say, I was surprised when I heard of the details. I don't believe they're important, ma'am. Important? But certainly amusing. You went nuts from what I hear. You're usually more subtle, but I guess you wanted them to rule out assassination entirely. That was the plan, yes, ma'am. And I trust all loose ends have been cut. Yes, ma'am, of course. All business ties are taken care of. For good? Yes. I won't be involving myself with Kenshi any longer. Feel free to involve yourself with him as much as you want, as long as it doesn't relate to our activities, Emerald. It won't matter anymore in a few weeks, anyway. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm starting to think Emerald's on like us a little bit, but more like his friend, so she's feeling a bit guilty. Is that it already? Huh. Oh, it was. Well, guys, creep back. My next part of the event takes place. See you in a bit. Peace. And we're back, guys. Let's do this. Okay, here we go. Thanks for the certification, Professor. Let's see where this goes. That new type of dust is complex. The process of creation alters the quantities of the materials. Much more than I thought. As it happens, it draws in abundant aura. No wonder this stuff is usually created underground Auran labs. Hey. Oh, let's see where this goes. What's going on? I thought we were done. Professionally wise, this has nothing to do with work. So it's a social call. Maybe. What it is that you said to me last time? I need to understand. You mean something about me? Yes. But why? Maybe I'll tell you, but I won't. It's not related to work, though. Call me stupid, but I believe you're telling the truth. I doubt you would reveal anything critical to me anyway. Oh, you know it. I got something to do today, though. Fair. Let me know when you can hang out. But don't wait too long. Oh, so there's a time limit on your interest. Not exactly. But there's a time limit how useful it can be. Oh, that's ominous. What does that mean? I think it means something ominous, Kenshi. Well, guys, I'll keep you back in the next part of the event takes place. See you in a bit. Peace. And we're back, guys. Let's do this. Okay, let's go here. Emerald asked to meet here. That's what this is about. Let's see what she says. Ah, there she is. Huh? Why is she wearing something different today? Usually tries to blend into the crowd to keep as much attention off herself as possible. Instead, this time she's completely relaxed. Visible. Is she actually relaxing, or is she doing this to put me at ease? No more way to find out. I've been running off on you, haven't I? Why did you say that? Because you've been standing there wondering why I'm acting like you... not acting like usual. Wondering what it means. Yeah, I guess you have. It comes pretty naturally now. That's good. It will serve you well. But you won't need it today. I don't want anything from you other than getting you to know better. Sorry. And getting to know you better as a person today. I'm not asking you out on a date here. Get your mind out of the gutter. Hey, I've got technically 3 girlfriends in this route. Aren't you? Because that's what it sounds like. And just for that, you're paying. Let's go. I'm hungry. Alright, where you going? Really think to see the non-datingness here. I heard that. This is fun. I love this game. You're going through the menu pretty carefully. Don't know how many other chances I'll get to come here. In case it wasn't evident yet, we don't have a habit of staying in one place too long. This has actually been the longest we've stayed anywhere. Even including your time in Haven. Very funny. I figured, that makes two of us. And as far as you can remember at least, speaking of, do you ever wonder? About what? About your past, about where you came from, people you've met, everything that's missing. Well, seeing the fact that Kenji was technically born over 100 days ago, he probably remember everything very clearly because he has no memory of anything. Because he knows he's, from the Guardian, but he doesn't have any other memories other than that. Oh, that. Yeah, I don't have anything like that. A bit fanatical. Fanatical, don't you think? You don't care. I thought... No, you don't understand. I meant that literally. Literally. I literally don't have a past to discover before the day I arrived in Vale. Yep, he basically has the isekai syndrome. That sense doesn't make any logical sense. Unless I'm much younger than I look. Yeah, because technically over 100 days old. You couldn't possibly be implying... I'm not implying anything. I'm telling you. How does that even... Yeah, I'm not telling you that. But I guess it gives you a bit of perspective as to why I feel so strongly about the Apple incident. I have no past. I only have a future, and the sum of my present... And the sum of my present right now are the people around me. As you can imagine, how can I feel about someone trying their damnedest to forego their past and the people in it? Yeah, that'll do it. Yes, I guess I can. So, that's why you couldn't leave me alone. You know, I never thought about it like that, but it makes sense, doesn't it? I'm also someone who's not a complete person, so to speak, but I don't know enough about myself or the world around me, so I rely on my friends to guide me. In that sense, we are similar. The difference, though, is that I eventually do want to be my own person. I'm not afraid of disagreeing with them, because they're my friends. What about Jack, your partner? She's my leader, yes, but also my partner. We're not as distant as you might believe. She doesn't demand or expect my obedience or respect. She earns it, every single day, with her actions. When's the last time Cinder did something that made you want to follow her? That's a question, because I feel like I don't think we've ever seen Cinder ever do anything positive to Emerald except, to get her off the street, which is nice, but let's be honest. She did that just to help her out. Well, for her own selfish reasons, anyway. One sec, guys, because I feel like this audio skipped. Oh no, it didn't. It was just the text following. That's not how that works. Having to constantly prove yourself worthy is a sign of weakness or insecurity. It's quality of a quantity. Okay, good point. Still, what is that she has done that was so high in your quality list to convince you? It's the way she carries herself, the way she leads and plans. I have no doubt that Cinder is always one step ahead of everyone. She's... You know what? I hate to break it to you, Emerald, but she is a pawn playing a queen. That's all she is. She's a pawn who plays a queen. Well, pawn who thinks she's a queen, anyway. She has skill, knowledge, and strength. She has never led us astray, and even when taking risks, she's always comes out on top. Yeah, she's like a cockroach. After all, let's all be honest. When she fought Raven, we all thought that was the end of her, but then she came back. How was that even possible? She's like a cockroach. Ugh. I think I prefer Azula from Avatar. At least she's a badass, and she is a villain, yeah, but she's still a badass in my opinion. Okay, that all sounds pretty great. What? I did not expect that. I'm just being honest. If you actually want to know me personally, I need to share with you what I really think. All the things you mentioned are stuff that are important in a leader. I can't deny that just because you see them in someone I dislike. Here's the thing though. All the things you mentioned are strictly about how she does things. You haven't mentioned the why or what. Those are important. Those are... Wait, those are important? Is that what she said? Is that what he said? Oh, unimportant. To you? I can't say. I won't do something I'm personally not sure about, because I do trust Jack's judgment. But I would never do something I don't agree with, or for reasons I don't agree with. You're telling me those elements are never a factor in your decision. They don't. They haven't in a long time. Like any other luxury. Luxury? If you have to worry about simple survival, motivations and ethics kind of fall to the background. When I lost my mother, I was alone for years. You say that Cinder zeroed on me not just because of my talents, but also because of my need for improvement. Approval. There's a third reason. There's nothing. Nothing I've done for her that is worse than what I've done for myself. No pity, please. Those are my choices, and I don't regret them. No, it's not that, it's just the stagnation. Excuse me? You're right. I can't imagine what your experience growing up was like, so I can't really pass judgment on what you had to do, ethics or conscience with luxuries to you. And the fact that there still are, even after getting with Cinder, that's really sad to me. Oh, I thought she was gonna smile there, but she's sad. I think I'm ready to order. I figured. I wonder what she ordered. Hope she doesn't order like a massive amount of food. Although you think she would. I think this is gonna be the last little segment. So, did you get what? So, did you get to learn what you wanted? That and more. More than I wanted, really. I need to think about some things. Fine by me. It's getting late anyway. We should do this again. You're actually serious, aren't you? It was pleasant. I didn't perceive any threat from you. Why not? As you said. You don't know how many more opportunities you'll get, no? Oh, that's sweet. But I think this is it. I think this is the last part. Damn it! Damn it! Alright guys, get this a little part of the event. So I'll call you back when the next part of the event takes place. See you in a bit. Peace. And we're back, guys. Let's do this. Okay, so let's go to the dorms. Should I call someone? In the meanwhile, Emerald. Let's see what she says. This will be interesting. Is that the sound of running water? Is she in the shower? Oh no, she's by the waterfall. Why did I really jump to shower? But then again, when it says meanwhile, you probably think she's in the dorms or something. So, what is it that distracts you so? Milady. Don't try and deny it. You've been lost in thought for days. Which is very different vibe from your usual focus. Vibe? Ugh. Don't lingo of the students. You don't really spend that much time among them without carrying something back with you. Oh, that's right. Isn't Cinder technically in its late 20s? And she's pretending to be a teenager? But then again, with how young, with her beauty, she probably can pass as someone young, because they say. Also, I guess because she's not as developed as most women, people probably assume that she's younger. Although, at least I think. Because if you've ever seen RWBY-JPDE, RWBY-JPDE, she says, this is some young people wear, right? And then they show her combat gear. Because I can't believe people don't think that she's not I can't believe they don't think that she's not a teenager. Because I thought she was in her 20s, but I guess I'm wrong. But you never know better. Sorry. But you would know better than me, wouldn't you? So, what kind of book have they left with you? Milady, may I ask a question? Can't promise I'll answer, but go ahead. Are you surviving, or are you living? Interesting. Elaborate. Those students, those coddled, bright-eyed, hopeful, and blind people. Most of them have gone through what I did. The privations, the loss. What I had to do to keep myself alive. Oh, Team RWBY. Even at their lowest, they had something to rely on. They were never truly alone. They never had to crawl through the shards of their previous lives. They'll never had to struggle to survive, to make a deal with the devil. And they would never be able to understand what it's like not having the time to even think about what you're doing, like an animal. But now, my lady, because of you, because you came for me, now I have time. And I found myself thinking, what is it that I'm doing? What is that I want to do with my life going forward? And then I realized, I don't know what you want to do. I don't even know what our employer wants to achieve. Oops, she's not happy. If I didn't even know that much, I can't decide what I want to do for myself, so... Oh, no, she's smiling, that's not good. Oh god, now the music's changed. Took you long enough. This is bad, very, very bad. My lady? Emerald, just so you know, I simply don't need to go after people who are at the lowest point of their lives to recruit. Mercury was an accident. His father was simply going... I was simply going to hire at the time. Then he stuck around. But you... I was given a list of possible people to contact when planning to hunt down the Fall Maiden. I didn't choose you for your semblance, or because I thought you were easy to manipulate. I chose you because you know. No? What? You know the hunger and struggle. You know anger and revenge. You know what it's like to go from losing someone you love to abusers, profiteers, and then you coast on life, relying first on the person that person, then the other, doing the unspeakable. I sort of think she's talking about her past life, where she was basically had Cinderella's backstory, except a lot more dark. Except she'd never a prince to save her. But eventually, you became too good at it, surviving. When first it would take you a day, then it takes you 8 hours, then it takes you one action. You end up wanting more. So, you understand? More than you'll ever know. Which brings me to the point of my objectives. What I personally want to achieve. That is for me to know, and even if I share them, it would be a shoe that wouldn't fit. Emulation is not the solution, my dear. What is just the first step. You need more time to think, and after that time to gather resources and knowledge and the skills. And while you do, it only makes sense to stick with the biggest, meanest dog in the park. Don't you agree? Oh, this is not good. Thank you, ma'am. Well, this is getting interesting. Oh, is that it? Oh, I think we're gonna get a bit more. Yeah, I think we are. Your thingy face is unpleasant to say the least. Well, that's an interesting way to pick a fight. I was just wondering what the hell you called upon me for so suddenly. I managed to clear my head. I won't deny that the events I went through, which you were privy to, shook me to my core, but now I'm better. You're right. Now I have time to think. Survival is no longer an issue. And as such, I find myself wanting something more. While I decide what that something is, though, I will stick with what's safe for me, and that brings me to this. This being what, exactly? You saved my life, and no, I want to return that favor. What? Come with me. Okay, this is getting interesting. No. I knew it. You stubborn idiot. Then I guess you know me better than I thought. Not enough to not offer, though. You're going to die, Kenshi. You have no idea what's coming, but you do. You know enough that you wouldn't be able to stop it, even. You know I can't do that. And you know I can't just, abandon my friends, lie to their face until we can leave Beacon? You should have learned how to do that pretty well, you know. Indeed, I learned how to lie and steal pretty well. I even killed. I might have even learned to run, but I can't do it to myself, for myself. Why? Why can't you do that? Because I don't want to end up alone, damn it! Whoa, my eyes gone red, that's cool. More than anything, what scares me the absolute most is being alone. The thought of losing any of them is more than I can bear, and abandoning them is not even an option. I care for them. I want to be near them because they fill my life with something more than just purpose. For their sake, for who I care for, I would do anything because they're my everything. One day, maybe I'll find something else, a cause, an objective, for which to do the same, but Emerald, whatever that may be, even if I'm willing to go to the same lengths, it will never be able to replace them. Nothing will. Oop, she's angry. There she goes. I'm sorry. Wow, that's actually a cool CG. I'm not gonna lie. Although I kind of feel bad. You can't do it for her either. Well guys, that's the end of this route. As I said in the start of the video guys, there'll be a link down in the description down below for a poll to decide the next route. With that said guys, this is Jeff, and I am out of here. See ya.